Hello, sir.
Hello, kind sir. How are you today?
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you guys too.
In honor of Daniel Bryan and the great job the world heavyweight champion is doing on his heel run.
He's such a great as a heel.
Did
I
you
really
see
like
the look on his face when he realized he got the win over Punk because
Yes.
Jericho attacked him
It
first?
was great. It's unbelievable.
Guys, we had a great Raw this week.
It was fantastic.
They should threaten Laurinaitis' job every week.
Every week. If it's the kind of results we get from this, it should happen every week.
It was just a great show.
It really was. It really was.
Started out, of course, with Laurinaitis in the ring.
Yep.
Punk coming out. You know, and really, like I said, it was a great show. And I know this is just kind of splitting hairs here, but something about this Punk. This is not quite the same Punk we saw at the summer.
Not quite. He's more.
He's still
anti-Laurinaitis,
anti-establishment.
Yeah, you get
disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah.
Word of the day. Hashtag disestablishmentarianism. It's an actual word. But it's just not the same Punk.
No, it's not.
A lot of his jabs are kind of, oh, everybody else looks the same, I'm different.
Yeah.
You know, we want to see, just let him get a hold of the mic and go loose like he did in the summer. And he did a few weeks ago with that promo with him and Mick Foley in the ring.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to fit him into that mold again, and they just need to let him cut loose, I think.
But, I mean, still, again, that splitting hairs, it was still really good.
Oh, it was. And it was a great promo to start it between him and Daniel Bryan.
And what about the matches, Laurinaitis? Oh, of course, you know, the matches they gave us this week.
Yeah.
Orton Ziggler got a solid 10, 12 minutes.
It was.
Of course, you had a commercial in between. It was a good match. Sheamus coming out, did not make his decision. I don't expect him to make a decision as to which belt he'll go for.
He'll probably do that after Elimination Chamber.
I mean, I still suspect him to go for the World Heavyweight belt.
Oh, yeah. Over the heel, Daniel Bryan.
But that's going to be fun. He brought an extra little kick to the opening promo and did a really good job. I mean, all four guys in the ring did a really good job.
Yeah, they really did.
Even Laurinaitis again, I thought he's still improving, and we'll get to him again at the ending segment, talk a little bit more about him. But then, of course, the first match he had was Orton and Ziggler. Like I said, 10 to 12 minutes solid. They did a great job. Clean win for Orton.
Yep.
It was both of them worked their tails off.
Yeah.
Orton, I tell you what, as a character, you look at him a few years ago in his in-ring work, the improvements he's made.
Oh yeah, he's taken great strides in the ring.
Yeah. And I mean, he's never been bad. Don't get me wrong.
No, never.
But he can work his tail off.
Yeah, he really is. And he put him with Dolph Ziggler, who can sell moves like he
dynamic.
does.
They've got, and we've seen them together before.
Yeah.
And they've got great chemistry in the ring. That's just fun anytime you get to see them.
Yep.
Then we got the Punk Bryan match.
That was a good match.
They got 15 minutes. Of course, it was ended with Chris
Jericho come out,
and
the best rivalry in the world has started now.
Yeah. So we're going to have a really awesome 2-month lead up, I would assume, to what's going to be a WWE Championship match. At WrestleMania, of course, you got the Elimination Chamber Raw.
Yeah, it was set up. Laurinaitis announced it. You've got CM Punk, the champion.
Right.
You've got Dolph Ziggler in there with Kofi Kingston, The Miz, R-Truth, and Chris Jericho.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. You don't have any big guys.
No, it's just pure athleticism in that ring, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And that's a different dynamic for the Elimination Chamber because that's always more of a brutal, beat-down kind of match. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I do too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I plan on getting that and doing another pay-per-view review afterwards. But then you had a weird match between Beth Phoenix.
A little weird.
And Eve.
Yeah, Laurinaitis set up a Divas Championship match between
Beth Phoenix. The story is that Eve is still really distraught over what happened to Zack Ryder the previous week on Raw and then at Rumble as well. Came out in a flurry, kind of got spent. Got a clothesline hit from the champ Beth Phoenix, and then the Glam Slam, and it was over. Which led into Kane coming out. Which again, Eve's acting. She's not going to win an Academy Award anytime soon, but she's good.
But
she's
for
good.
What she's doing right there, she's doing a fantastic job.
And then you saw a fun brawl.
It was John Cena come out making the save when Kane was coming. It was in the ring with Eve, and then you had just a straight beat down.
Yeah. Told him every time you get up, I'm going to hit you and knock you down again.
Picked the steel steps up, rammed him time after time after time. It was great.
So you see the direction they're going to go with Cena. Obviously, you're going to have a match at the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
I hope, again, it's a Falls Count Anywhere, no DQ, no count out.
Yeah, just something to let them guys go.
Yeah, because like we said, after the Rumble, these are not two of your finesse workers.
No, not at all.
They need to have kendo sticks and chairs,
tables, and ladders, and
and just
whatever.
Absolutely. But I think if that's the kind of match that they give us, that I'm fine with.
I am too. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And Kane made the comment too when he was on the video right before He says, if Cena doesn't embrace it, he'll never beat me. He'll never beat The Rock.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see where they're pushing that.
You can, but if I hear the term "embrace the hate,"
it's getting a little.
It's getting old.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little cartoonish.
It is
for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, we're going to keep hearing it.
Yeah, we will until after
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, I believe so.
Also had another squash match for Funkasaurus.
Yeah, it was against Tyler Reeks, but you did get to see a little more offense from the opposing side.
Actually,
Funkasaurus
knocked him onto the ropes, but that's about it.
And that was about it. Yeah.
Of course, as we said, they're going to have to do something with him.
Pretty
quickly.
It is. Something's got to happen. Another big guy. Another something.
Yeah, some kind of feud, or else it's going to get old. Crowd is still enjoying it. I still enjoy it for the most part.
Too,
but let's just got to get him a feud and see where it goes. See what he can work as far as a chemistry in a match.
Yeah.
Something that goes longer than a minute.
Yeah. Then afterwards, you had Triple H who was coming down to do his official job review for John Laurinaitis at the end.
You had Laurinaitis out there first claiming some of the stuff that like the ratings have been up, which is true. The ratings are up. And we were talking about this the other day. I think the WWE is in a little better spot going into WrestleMania than it was this time last year. I don't think it's a drastic difference, but I think they are in a little bit better spot with some of the storylines, some of the people they're pushing. But the ending promo segment with Laurinaitis and Triple H made mention. It felt like it was an actual conversation.
It really did.
And I tell you, that's a compliment to Triple H, who is good on the microphone, and then Laurinaitis as well.
Yeah, it's like we've talked about before, just how much better Laurinaitis has gotten since he's come on to Raw.
And I think it maybe still a little bit of nerves, because when you see the opening segment, he did kind of stumble over some words and all that, but the ending segment was flawless.
Oh, it was great.
It was.
There was a lot of realism there between them two.
Their conversation had a fluidity about it.
Yeah.
It seemed very natural.
Yeah, sure
and it made it very believable. It was fun. Got some laughs out of Triple H, which he's always going to be a lot of fun on the mic.
Yep.
And then leading into the
interruption.
Almost future endeavorment.
Yep, it was interrupted.
And then something happened. What was that? Something happened. Something with a power surge.
They had a blackout or something.
Some kind of. Somebody got donged or gonged or.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, so he's back. Kind of had a feeling I thought it'd be this one or the Raw after Elimination Chamber. I'm glad that they did it this way.
Yep.
Of course, last year you had Triple H coming out to interrupt Undertaker on his return, and this time you had Undertaker coming out to interrupt Triple H. This time Undertaker's the one that made the motion towards WrestleMania.
He pointed towards the sign and gave the
throat slash
to Triple H.
Triple H actually walked off.
Yeah.
Of course, Triple H did mention that the board had given him the opportunity to come back and run Raw whenever he saw fit.
Yep.
So I wonder if he's trying to keep his personal feelings out of it so he can come back and run Raw.
He did make mention.
That's the storyline. But obviously, we're going to have a WrestleMania rematch.
Obviously.
We were there for the last one, and the emotion inside that arena, if they can sort of, kind of, halfway
if they can get halfway to 3/4 of that, it's still going to be a successful match.
The people who are going to be in Miami to see WrestleMania are going to have a lot of fun.
Yep.
It was just a flat-out brawl. And the emotion, what I like, they told a story with the match.
Oh, they really did.
And you bought into it, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, you did.
And it was so much fun.
You really did.
It was one of those matches where we felt we were tired.
We were after and couldn't believe what we just saw.
So it was a lot of fun.
I liked how they left the cliffhanger with Triple H not really answering him, just kind of walking off,
patting him on the shoulder
and leaving. Yeah. You know, I like how they left that. And
so let the mind games begin. Obviously, Taker's probably going to try to get in his head, and eventually, like I said, 8-9 weeks from now, I think we're going to have a WrestleMania rematch.
Maybe now that instead of Triple H returning to Raw until his personal decisions are gone, they'll leave Laurinaitis until after Mania, and then trip.
Which honestly, if you would have asked me that 2 months ago, I'd have laughed in your face and said you're crazy. Now I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah,
I really am. I think Laurinaitis has made that kind of improvements. Could he still improve some more? Sure.
Oh yeah.
But night and day difference compared to what it was 2 months ago.
I love the guy. I like seeing him on TV.
Yeah, it is. you're starting to buy into it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's starting to be believable.
And he's getting that heel heat a whole lot more.
Yeah, not just because he was bad to watch. He's a good bad guy. As far as a general manager goes.
Bad guy.
So all in all, rating for this week's Raw?
Oh, I'd give it a good 7.5 this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was higher than that. I'm gonna go 8.5, 9.
Wow.
I know that is kind of high, but the quality of matches. The only thing I wish the matches would have went a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Of course, we saw the Rock's Royal Rumble
video package
again, which I'm okay with. It's a good video package. Their production team is just top notch. Every one they do.
You can't beat them.
But it was. I'll go 8 on probably 8 on the rating this week. Again, great Raw.
It was.
No pay-per-view this week.
No pay-per-view this week.
We'll be back on Monday night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and we'll know the SmackDown Elimination Chamber.
We'll know
match
the SmackDown Elimination
by
Chamber. Get to comment on that. Maybe do some picks.
Yep.
I do see CM Punk retaining.
Yeah, I see him being champion.
But something's singling out between Jericho and Punk, obviously.
Yeah. I'm looking forward.
They don't want to write everybody off just yet,
no.
But in 8-9 weeks at Mania, it's going to be them.
It's coming to them too. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, 123wrestling.co.uk.
Yep.
Go to the instant messaging feature over there, especially during shows and pay-per-views and stuff like that. It's really cool to connect with people from all over the world and chat, tell your thoughts about the shows. And then please follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our video channel, ECGA Co-Founders. You'll get notified every time we release a new video. Any comments, video responses, anything. Any suggestions?
Yeah, we'll gladly listen to anything you guys.
Like I said, we just want to discuss wrestling because that's what we love. Anyway, guys, once again, Kevin on Twitter.
Follow me at ECGA PTS Leader.
And then I'm top ECGA Heel on Twitter. And again, tune in next week for another installment of the ECGA Raw Review. And as always, guys, take care.
Shave your hair.
Shave your hair.